Car Dealer Secrets Exposed Part 2. How dealerships make their money. Let's get to it. Welcome back to A Guy and a Grilled Cheese. This is part 2 of our Dealership Secrets Exposed. So today we're going to talk about how dealerships make their money. Well, here's a shocker. They make their money by selling cars, right? So we're gonna go into some of the stuff that you know. Dealerships make money on the cars by the markup. Dealerships will try to sell the car at MSRP, also known as sticker price. MSRP is the manufacturer's suggested retail price, suggested being the key word. Invoice price is the price that the dealership owns the car for. So you have MSRP and you have invoice price. There's also something called holdback, which we'll get to in a second. So MSRP is what they're trying to sell you the car for. Invoice price is what they own the car for, and this area in the middle is where you're trying to buy the car at, right? Nobody wants to pay MSRP. The dealership doesn't want to lose money selling it anything below invoice. So somewhere in the middle is where you want to be. Closest to invoice would be best, right? Now there's also holdback. Holdback can be profitable for a dealership if a vehicle is sold quickly. When a vehicle comes in from the manufacturer, there are still things that need to be done. There's actually still some assembly that needs to be done, usually putting up antennas or hubcaps. Also, the initial cleaning, a review of the vehicle to make sure that there's no damage in transportation. They also do a road test and an inspection of the vehicle. All that costs money. Plus, as I said before in the last video, the dealerships don't actually own the car, so they have to pay interest on it every day. Holdback is provided to the dealership by the manufacturer to help cover the costs of having it on the lot. The road test, the inspections, you fill it up with a tank of gas, you have to clean it before you deliver it to the new buyers. All that costs money, and holdback is designed to help cover those costs. Now, if you sell the car quickly and you don't have 30, 40, 90 days of paying interest, part of that holdback can be used as profit. There might be some profit in it, but for the most part, it's just to cover the cost of having it. That's basically how they make money just on the cars. They want to sell it quick so that they can recover some of the holdback, but more importantly, they want to sell it as close to that MSRP price. There's also a lot of other ways they make money, including the finance. The last video, we talked about making money on financing and that they don't actually like cash deals, where here is why. Dealerships will get money from financial companies for steering those clients to those particular financial institutions. And not only will they get money, but they also mark up the APR on your loan. So this is how it would work. I'm buying, just hypothetically, I'm buying a Ford, and you've agreed to go with Ford Motor Credit. Well, Ford Motor Credit is going to provide me funds for getting you to buy through Ford Motor Credit. So the dealership can make a little money that way. But where they make a lot more money is by marking up your APR. So you come in, you run a credit report with the finance manager, and they come back to you from Joe Schmo Bank and they say, great news, we were able to get you an APR of 5.9%. Now, depending on your credit or your current situation or what interest rates may be, 5.9% may be pretty good. But what you don't know is that the bank actually approved 5.3%. And the dealership, the finance manager, marked it up to 5.9%. That difference goes directly back to the dealership. Just another way for them to make money on your loan. And every time you make a payment, they get money. Now, yes, you're probably thinking, what if somebody defaults on the loan? Yeah, they do have to pay it back. They call it chargeback. But that's actually a very tiny percentage of all the cars that are sold that actually go into default. Another way dealerships make money is when they bring you back in with that finance manager and they start selling you all these products. There's just so many. There's a lot of products that they offer you, and they might sound appealing at the time, especially if you really like your brand new car. They'll try and sell you all these products, but you have to make the decision on whether or not you're going to buy these products based in reality and not the emotion of the moment. And I promise you, there's nothing that they're selling you that you actually need. In fact, the real reason why they're selling it to you is not so that you can protect their investment. It's because there is a huge profit margin on these. There is just so much profit margin. That's why they're so adamant about you buying them, because they make an incredible amount of money just from that. In fact, they make more money on the products that they sell with the car than on the actual car themselves. So just to sum up, MSRP is what they are trying to sell the car to you for. Invoice is what they own the car for. Now, there's not a huge difference between MSRP and invoice. So remember, if you're buying a compact car, $18,000 to $20,000, there might only be $2,000 worth of difference. That means there's only $2,000 worth of wiggle room. You can't go into a dealership and ask them for $10,000 off the car. But you can go in there and expect good $1,500 off. And if you're looking at luxury cars, cars $50,000, $60,000, then yeah, maybe you can get more off of the sticker price. Be aware of the markups on your financing. Remember, dealerships can mark up APR. So do your own research into finances, okay? They still might be able to provide you the best rate. That's fine. That means you're still paying less money, even if they are marking it up, and they usually do. But it's something for you to be aware of, and you can always negotiate. If they offer you 5.9, say, can I get that for 5.7? Is 5.6 doable? Just ask. You'll never get it if you don't ask. And when they bring you into that back office and they start telling you about all these wonderful products for you to protect your investment, don't buy it. So I hope you found that helpful. That's our show for today. Tomorrow's another one. Tomorrow are things you do never tell a car salesman. That's right. Do not tell people like me these things. And I'm going to go over it tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I'll see you next time. So long, everybody.